Welcome back everybody, Matt the Man here, hope you're doing well. So today is the 15th anniversary of Disney slash Pixar's Up. The movie came out in 2009. I did not get to see this movie in the theater. It came out my freshman year of college, and at that time I did not have a car with me. So I had to wait until this movie came out on DVD. And that was until like November. Because back then, movies did not come out right away on video or DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. You had to wait a while from May to November. That's almost half the year went by. And then I sat down and I watched this movie and I immediately fell for it. It's definitely what's great about Pixar movies is they have something for the kids, but then they also have something for the adults. And this is definitely one of those movies that's probably a lot more for the adults than the kids. Yes, the kid stuff is in there, whether it's Russell, the kid, the Boy Scout, or Doug, the dog that talks, or the other dogs that talk also. Yes, that is there, that is present. I love Russell, the character, the Boy Scout, and as soon as he came on screen, I was like, I used to be a Boy Scout back in the day, but I was also like, I know you. I know your kind. You're the kind who goes up to my dad's car, knocks on the window, and says, can I have change? Or better yet, you're the guy who on a long drive to a camping trip on a weekend, I'm in the fucking back of the car and I hear, Mr. Brow, another Boy Scout that's riding with us, Mr. Brow, what can you tell me about football? Well, what do you want to know? Everything. Me in the back of the car. Me and the rest of the car ride. I know those type of people. That's why I got out of Boy Scouts. Or I love the moment the kid flips in the air, and instead of moving out of the way, the loogie comes and hits him right in the eye. Another Boy Scout. And I went, I need to get out of here. Boy Scouts have major problems, and I have enough problems. I don't need this on my resume. Get Carl, the old man, and adults are going to sympathize with this character on every level, whether it's the first 11 minutes of this movie, showing the relationship between Carl and his friend, slash, then becomes wife, Ellie, and all the ups and downs of being married, planning for a trip, but then having to, take out that life savings for something that goes wrong, then trying to build that up again and then something else happens, and then the ups and downs of trying to get married, getting pregnant, losing the baby, getting old, losing that person when you're still alive. That first 11 minutes really hits you. And it's crazy to think that we got this movie, and about 6 months prior, we had Marley and Me. That was very much also an adult film that still had those family elements. And not only that, but with Carl, he had a person who looked up to his hero, that he eventually met his hero, and it wasn't at all what he expected. Also, he got the Michael Giacchino score, the theme for Up, very poignant, very beautiful score. The cinematography, the animation, the pop of the colors, or that scene with the balloons going up with the house, very iconic moment. And the humor, this movie had a lot of humor. Every time Russell knocks on the door, he says the same thing over and over again. Hi, I'm Russell. I am part of the wilderness or whatever he says. Then Carl shuts the door, opens it again. The kid starts saying the same thing over and over again. And then you got Doug. I am Doug. Squirrel! I was having a dog at the time. Every time we would say squirrel or bunny, my dog would go nuts. So that was very relevant. And then you got this whole kind of like fantasy aspect. House going up in the air, going to this place with all these dogs that can talk. A fun adventure film on that note. Also, like the teachings of life. You know, life doesn't work out the way you want it. The people, your heroes that you look up to, don't end up being those heroes in real life. And then you also got the kid that you realize that he doesn't have a father. He's almost like an absentee father and not ever around. So the boy really has never grown up with a male adult figure. And then even by the end of the movie, you realize even though Carl wasn't able to have kids with his wife, this kid, Russell, has kind of become that pseudo adopted kid in a way. My minor gripe with this movie is that, you know, we have a house that can fly in the air, we got a talking dog, somehow this house gets from all across the globe, pretty much unscathed, but somehow we have this man, Charles Munson, who Carl looked up to as a little boy, and even at that point he was an old man. Somehow, 70 years later, this man is still alive. I never understood that. I know this is an animated film, it's a kid's film, you got talking dogs, you got a house that can float with balloons. But somehow, I was always hung up on, how is that guy still alive? He would be like 120 by now, or older. I mean, how is he even still alive? He should be dead. Like I said, I used to be in the Boy Scouts. We're not that smart. I think this is a fantastic Pixar film. I wish I saw it in the theater, especially on the big screen with those colors popping out and all that stuff, with the Michael Giacchino score playing in the background. But like I said, I think this is one of the better Pixar films, especially in the past 15 years. What do you think? Are you a fan of Up, 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 and Away? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. I would love to know your thoughts about this movie. It is one of my favorite Pixar films in the past 15 years. Is it one of yours? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Bat.